Okay. All right. So welcome everybody. Pilates All Levels with me, Mike. All right. We're going to start seated. Okay. We're focusing on trunk, shoulder blades. We're going to add some new stuff today. Do some flat back variations and some a little deeper abdominal stuff today. So please listen to your bodies and don't push past any pain. All right. So let's get started here. Seated with our feet at the front end of the mat. And we'll all grab our legs here. So grabbing behind our knees, let's just close our eyes for a moment here, keeping our chest open, our shoulder blades back, our abdominals are in. Focusing our awareness to our breath. We inhale in through the nose, breathing into the sides of the ribs, creating that lateral expansion. All right, and then we exhale, we pull everything inwards, really drawing the navel in towards the spine, creating that upright posture here. All right, let's take one more big inhale. Exhale, pulling in with those abdominals, trying to get some elongation, a little more length through the spine. Now, this time, inhale, let's keep the spine flat. Can we hinge the body back? Okay. The arms lengthen just a little bit. Keep the abs in and then pull the spine back forward so the shoulders stack above our hips. We go again. It's an inhale back. We hinge at the hip joints. We maintain that flat spine and we pull in with the abs. Use those hip flexors to bring up. So a lot of hip flexor work here, okay? We go again, it's an inhale, we hinge, keeping that flat back. Exhale, up, all right, one more time. Inhale, keeping that flat posture. We exhale everything up. Now, still seated here, let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, let's tuck the hips under. Let's round the spine. Now, taking the spine back as we round, rolling the body back. Keep a good grip on those legs. The low spine will touch the floor. We pause for an inhale. Exhale, drawing inwards. Let's round the spine forward, shoulders over the hips. Okay, stack the body up. We inhale, we go again. Exhale. Pulling in with the abdominals, keeping the elbows close by. All right, eye gaze goes through those knees, really maximizing that curvature in the spine. We breathe, hold. Exhale, pulling in with those abs, keeping that curvature, shoulders over the hips. Let's sit up tall. Let's try that one more time. All right, inhale. Exhale to round. Rounding, rolling back. Rolling back, doing our best to keep our feet flat on the floor. We pause, inhale, deep breath, exhale, rolling forward. Okay, now you can bring your hands on top of your knees, pushing into those knees. We sit up tall. Let's let go. All right, maybe we're a little bit more seated upright here. Exhale, let's round the body back. We roll the spine, keep your feet on the floor, rolling back, rolling back, rolling back. Now hold at the bottom, keep the chest lifted, those arms stay long. Do your best to keep your feet flat on the floor. We inhale, the arms out, exhale, the arms back in. Okay, so maintain the chest lift. We inhale, exhale, pulling everything in, drawing those hands in by our sides. Inhale, the arms reach. Exhale, keep that chest lift, no change in our alignment in our spine, just the arms reach, pulling in. Let's go one more. Breathing in, exhale, maybe come up a little higher, bend the right knee, pull that right heel in, okay, bend the left, set those feet stable on the floor, keeping the chest lifted for this bridge that's coming up, all right? We'll lower the head, neck, and chest to the floor. All right, let's keep our hands by our sides, feet hip width distance apart, chest Nice and open. The pelvis is stable and neutral, okay? So we're not tucking, we're not arching, we're in that in-between alignment here. So keeping the abs in. Let's inhale, take the right knee out to the side. So drop that knee out to the side, keep the hips square to the ceiling, and then exhale that right knee back to center. Okay, the left knee drops out to the side. Inhale, take that knee out to the side, exhale that knee back. So alternating legs here, that pelvis stays still, chest square. Inhale the right knee out, exhale that knee back. We return, inhale the left knee out to the side. Exhale it back. So those abs, okay, it's those deep obliques, they work to maintain our alignment, to maintain our neutral position. We pull that thigh back in, we take the left knee out, it's an inhale. Exhale that knee back. So getting this range of motion within our hip joint. We go one more to the right. Exhale, one more to the left. Inhale, inhale. And then exhale back. Let's hold and center. Reset your feet if you need. Okay, feet are hip width. Neutral in our posture. We breathe in. Exhale, let's pull in with our abs. Now the navel draws in, the low back flattens to the floor. Let's start to elevate the hips, okay? So we keep that tuck, the pelvis lifts up, the spine peels up one vertebra at a time. All right, we hold at the top, we keep that tuck, keep the chest open, shoulder blades back and down. We breathe in, and then exhale to roll the spine down, okay? So focusing on your position here, we don't let those knees splay out to the sides, right? Keep that tuck, work the low back into the floor, and then find your neutral. Let's inhale. Exhale again, pulling in with our abdominals. The navel draws in. We flatten the low back into the floor. We elevate the hips up, okay? So the glutes, the hamstrings, they kick on to extend the hips here, all right? Pause for a breath in, big inhale. Keeping that tuck, keeping that posture, we exhale to roll the spine down. All right, so keeping that tuck, those glutes are working here, hamstrings are working, round the low spine into the floor, and then find neutral. Okay, so check in with your knees, make sure they're not splaying out to the sides. We inhale, exhale, pulling in with those abdominals, rounding, flattening the low spine. Let's elevate the hips. Okay, glutes, hamstrings, everything's working here to maximize that, excuse me, to maximize that tuck in the pelvis, reaching those knees out and away from you. It's going to help create that elongation sensation in our spine. We breathe in, exhale, controlling it down, working each piece of the spine in the mat. Let's all do one more. Really focusing on lengthening each vertebra into the floor to neutral. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Following, imprinting, flattening. We elevate. We elevate. Okay, we're going to hold at the top of this bridge here. Okay, keeping that position. Let's inhale. Drop the right hip down towards the floor a few inches. Exhale to square that right hip back. Inhale, the left hip drops down towards the floor. Exhale to square that pelvis back. So keep the knees from bowing out to the sides. Keep them still as you alternate dropping hips. So I drop the left hip towards the floor. The spine rotates. We exhale to square back to center. Inhale, the right hip drops down, pulling in with your trunk. Square your hips back to center. One more with that left hip. Inhale, exhale. Squaring back to center, hold for a breath in, and exhale to roll the spine down, okay? So work each piece of the spine in the mat. Let's flatten that low back into the floor, and then find neutral. Let's all bring our hands above our shoulders, palms face each other here. Let's squeeze our feet and knees together, okay? Let's keep our hands above our shoulders here, palms facing each other. Let's keep that position. Let's take our knees to the right. It's an inhale over Okay, keep the left shoulder blade on the floor and then exhale, pulling in with your trunk. Use your abdominals to return to center. Inhale your knees now to the left. Okay, we get a little stretch on the right side of the body, pulling in with your trunk. We return. So it's a little more challenging without our arms at a T, keeping our hands hovering up above us. It decreases our base of support. So really focus on maintaining the shoulders into the mat. So as we travel our knees to the left, that right shoulder blade remains in contact. Pull in with your obliques, return to center, take your knees to the right. That left shoulder stays in contact with the mat. Okay, just a couple more. Let's go one more to the left. Inhale those knees over. Exhale back to center. We hold. Now here, let's all interlace our fingers behind our heads. Keep our feet and knees together. So fingers completely interlaced, elbows in our peripheral vision. We breathe in. Exhale, pull in with your abdominals. Let's start to lift our head, neck, and chest up. Eye gaze to our knees. Deep breath in, hold. Exhale to lower the body back down. We go again. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chest lifts up. The navel draws in. We round the mid back into the floor. Hold for a breath. Exhale to lower the body back down, okay? Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, pulling everything in. Head, neck, and chest lifts. Eye gaze to our knees. Deep breath in. Hold that pause. And then exhale to lower down. Okay, inhale, prepare. Exhale, chest lifts up. All right, let's reach for our legs. Use your arms, come up a little higher. All right, so we keep that height, keep that position. We inhale, take the hands back behind your head, stay lifted, and then exhale to lower back down. Two more like that. We breathe in. Exhale, chest lifts up, folding in. Take your hands to the legs, deep breaths in. We lift the spine up a little higher. Keep that height. Inhale, the hands come back behind our head. We exhale to lower down. All right, again, inhale once more. Exhale, lifting. All right, grabbing our legs, coming up a little higher. Now, keep that height, keep that position. We inhale the hands behind our head, stay lifted. Let's rotate the upper spine to the right. Okay, inhale back to center, exhale the upper spine to the left. So lining up our sternum outside the thigh that we're rotating to. Maintain a consistent chest lift height throughout. And go. All right, now adding on, I'm gonna go to the left. As we go to the right, can you take your knees to the right? Or I'm sorry, to the left. Opposite direction that we're rotating to. Take your knees to the right as you rotate to the left. Okay, so the opposite foot will lift up off the floor as you rotate. Inhale to center. Exhale, take the knees to the right, twist the spine to the left. One more each side. Stay lifted, keep the elbows wide. To the left, exhale. Inhale back, return the feet, return the chest. Exhale everything to the floor. Now just reach your arms to a T and separate your feet the width out just outside the mat. Feet on the outside. Let's take our knees now to the right for a twist. Okay, now take your right foot on top of your left knee and you can press that left thigh down, creating an even deeper stretch here in that left thigh. Okay, that left hip flexor gets a little bit of a stretch. Now we can uncross our legs. Let's take our knees to the left. Okay, now take your left foot on top of your right knee here. Getting that twist again, stretching out that right hip, pushing that left foot down into that right knee, that right thigh. Breathing in, breathing in. Okay. And we'll uncross our legs. Let's return to center. Keep your arms out at a T, but let's bring our feet and knees together, lifting our legs up one at a time, tabletop. Now, pointing through our feet, let's take our knees to the right. Inhale over. That left hip will come on up off the floor as we rotate the spine. Exhale back to center, pulling in with our trunk. We inhale our knees to the left. That right hip lifts off. We exhale back to center. So we alternate sides here in this spine twist. We take our knees to the right, pulling in with our trunk. We return, taking our knees to the left. Inhale over. Exhale, pulling in with our abdominals. We return, alternating sides. Deep breaths as we move, keeping our shoulder blades active into the mat. Inhale over. Exhale, pull with those obliques. We return. We go to the right. Inhale over. That left shoulder blade remains in contact. Pulling back to center. One more to the left. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, back to center. All right, now let's interlace our fingers behind our head. Okay, keep your legs tabletop. Let's breathe in. Exhale, pull in with your abs. Let's lift our head, neck, and chest back up. Okay, let's grab our legs for a moment here. Use your arms to build your spine up a little higher. Okay, now keep that height. Let's take the hands back behind our head. Stay lifted. Inhale, take the knees away. Touch the feet to the floor. Pull the knees back in. Now hold. Bend the knees. Relax the heels towards the sit bones, and then pull the knees towards your chest. Take the knees away. Lower the head, neck, and chest to the floor. Okay. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull in with your abs. Let's lift your head, neck, and chest back up. Hold. Lift your legs tabletop. Grab your legs again. Come up a little higher. All right. Now keep that height. Take the hands back behind your head. Stay lifted. Inhale. Take the knees away. The feet touch. Exhale. Pull the knees in. Bend the knees again. Heels towards your sit bones. Inhale. Exhale. Pull, 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 pulling the thighs towards you. Try to round the hips up off the floor. Take the knees back away, stacked over your hips. Lower the head, neck, and chest down. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale, chest lifts up. Lift, lift, lift. Lift your legs up tabletop. Grab behind your legs. Inhale, come up a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. Take the hands back behind your head. Take the knees away. The feet touch. Exhale, pull, 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 pull. Bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale, pull the thighs towards you. And set the head, neck, and chest back down to the floor. Elbows go wide. Just set your feet down one at a time. All right. Keep those fingers interlaced behind your head. Let's go into a bridge here. All right. So reset your feet. Deep breath. Exhale. Let's flatten the low back into the mat, elevating the hips up. Okay. All right. It's a little bit of a balance challenge with our hands behind our head here. Maintaining our bridge here. Okay. Keep that tuck. Stabilize the body on the right leg. Lift the left leg tabletop. Hold. Take a deep breath in. Now exhale, roll the spine down using the right legs. Or the right leg here. We're gonna do 4 single leg pelvic curls. So find neutral, inhale. Exhale, flatten the low back into the mat. Let's elevate the hips back up using that right leg. Reaching the left knee to the sky. Pause for a breath at the top. Exhale to roll the spine down. That was 1. Okay, so isolating the work in that right leg. Inhale, exhale, peeling the spine back up. Using that right glute, maximize the tuck. Elevating, elevating, reaching the knee to the sky. Inhale, exhale to control the spine back down. 2 more. Rocking to neutral. Inhale, exhale, imprinting, peeling up. Elevating, elevating, isolating that right leg. Inhale, pause, exhale to roll the spine down. 1 more, 1 more. And imprint, flattening, elevating, driving with that right leg, reaching the left knee to the sky. And exhale, let's roll the spine back down, okay? Set the left foot back to the mat, hold for a breath in. Exhale, let's imprint. Let's use both legs, bridging up. We bridge the pelvis back up, okay? Now we stabilize the body on the left leg. Lift the right leg up, tabletop. Inhale, exhale, roll the spine slowly down, keeping that right leg tabletop. Work each piece of the spine into the floor, find neutral, inhale. Exhale, flattening, elevating, using the left leg, we lift, driving, reaching the knee to the sky, inhale, exhale to roll the spine down, okay? Good, good, good. 3 more like that. Find neutral, exhale, imprinting, elevating, driving with that left leg, getting the hips high, inhale, exhale to roll the spine back down, really isolating that left glute, but not forgetting to roll through the spine. Okay, so still lots of abdominals. 2 more. Exhale. Really pulling in with our trunk, driving with that left leg, reaching the right knee to the sky. Inhale. Exhale to roll down, one piece at a time. Last time. To neutral. Exhale. Imprinting, elevating, driving with that left leg, reaching that right knee to the sky, keeping the hips as level as possible, and roll the spine back down. Now find neutral, keep that right leg tabletop, take a breath in, exhale, let's lift the head, neck, and chest up. Okay, point the left foot, change legs midair, stay lifted, quick inhale, exhale, switch, inhale, exhale, switch, quick inhale, exhale, leg switch, let's add rotation, pull the left thigh towards you as you rotate to the left. Touch the right foot, inhale through center. Exhale, switch. And switch. Quick inhale. Exhale, switch. Staying lifted, keeping the hips as still as possible as you move, staying lifted up off the shoulder blades. We go. And go. One more to the right. One more to the left. Back to center. Grab those legs and relax to the mat. Just take the left foot to the floor, cross the right leg over the left, and bring your knees to the left for a twist. You can take your left hand on that right thigh here, reaching the right arm to a T, opening the mid back one more time, getting a good twist. Both arms to a T, pulling in with your abdominals to return. Let's switch legs, left over right. Take your knees to the right hand on your left leg. Let's push into that left thigh, keeping the left shoulder on the floor, lengthen the spine, opening the mid back, okay? Breathing in, keeping your chest square forward. We'll take that right arm out to a T, pull everything back in. Now, uncross your legs, hug your knees to your chest. Okay, pull those knees in, rounding the spine into the floor. Let's breathe in. Exhale, pull in with your abs. Let's lift our head, neck, and chest up. Let's push our knees into our hands, rolling up to seated here in our ball posture. So let's take our feet up off the floor. Feet hovering up off the mat, elbows in, thighs together. We're round in this C curve, okay? Inhale, let's take the body back. Rocking back to the base of your shoulder blades. Exhale up to seated, we pause. All right, so we inhale back. Don't let your head touch the floor. All right, so inhale back. Exhale up, pause. All right, moving with the breath. Inhale, rocking back. Exhale up, pause. Okay, inhale back. Stay round. Exhale up, pause. Just a few more. Keeping that curvature. Inhale, rocking. Not letting your feet touch the floor. So really throw on the brakes there as you come back up to seated. 2. We got 1. Inhale back. Exhale up. Pause. Now let's lift our legs up. Hold your legs parallel to the floor. Use your arms, flatten the spine, okay? And that's fine too. You can separate your knees if your hips are feeling tight. We want to do our best to sit upright. Let's reach our arms long, parallel to the floor. Exhale, round the spine. Take the body back, doing your best to keep your legs still. Okay, touch the low back to the floor. Inhale to roll back up to seated, flat back. 3 more of these teaser preps. Rolling, rolling. Okay, low back touches. Inhale to build the spine back up, flat back, flat back. Exhale, roll, roll. Arms are long, arms are long. Low back touches. Inhale, inhale. Sit up tall, sit up tall, sit up tall. One more. Rolling, rolling. Low back touches. Rolling up to seated, flat spine. Grab those legs. Bend your knees. Glue your feet together. Pull your heels in and just fold the spine forward with the knees out to the sides. Okay. It's an easy hip opener here. Okay, we're going to do some work seated in this hip opened position. Okay, folding the spine. Let's scoot back with our feet together like this, actually. You can grab your ankles. We'll do a little bit of work here. Okay, we normally do it with our legs outstretched. Let's try it with our feet together like this. Okay, knees out to the side. Now, you can use your arms. You can help pull your spine up tall. All right, stay tall, pull in with the abs. Let's lace the hands back behind your head. And if your feet are feeling grippy, you can take the feet, or rather your hips are feeling tight, you can take your feet away. You can experiment with that. So pull in with your trunk. Let's rotate to the left. Keep the hips still. Inhale to center. Exhale, pull in with your trunk. We rotate to the right. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Inhale, exhale, other side. Notice if your hips are wanting to shift, okay, that might indicate that we're lacking some mobility in our spine or some disassociation. We want to rotate the spine without moving the hips. Let's go one more to our left and one more to our right. Okay, back to center. Take your hands forward. Let's rotate again to our left, but try to reach the right hand forward and pull the left arm back behind you, kind of this bow and arrow like movement here. Return to center. Okay, pull with the right arm, reach with the left, opening the spine to the right. So I'm reaching with my left arm forward as I'm pulling my right elbow back, keeping tall, reach and rotate. Okay, some arm work here. Pull, reach, rotate, rotate, rotate. One more to the left. Okay, really trying to keep that opposite arm reaching forward. Last time to the right. Back to center. Arm work again here. Let's interlace our fingers in line with our sternum. Now we got a good grip with our hands. Spine is upright, shoulder blades back. Pull with the left arm, resist with the right arm, taking that left elbow to the side. Pull with the right arm, resist with the left arm. Okay, so we're pulling the arms in either direction, taking the hands to one side as we alternate. Okay, no rotation. You should start to feel some work in the rear shoulders and upper back. Okay, focusing on stability in the scapula. Try to keep some separation between your hands and chest, maybe 6 inches or so. Try not to pull the hands all the way in contact with your chest. All right, and don't let the shoulders round forward. Keep them back. Okay, we want optimal posture here as we pull. We'll go one more to the left, one more to the right. Okay. Hold the hands in center now. Take the hands away from you. Keep pulling in either direction. Line the hands up with your navel, circling the hands up overhead. Keep pulling in either direction and go. Circling out, up, overhead. Lots of work here in the upper back. Getting these arm circles here. Great for creating strength and stability for our shoulders. Let's reverse. Pulling in either direction, really feeling the work. Those triceps are working too. Circling around, 2 more circles here. Pulling, pulling, pulling. And returning, last one, pulling, pulling, pulling. And returning. Whew. And then just relax forward. Just slide the hands forward in this hip opened position here, just rounding. Okay, rocking side to side. And then let's build the body back up. Let's take the feet forward, about shoulder width distance apart, sitting up tall again, arms long in front. Just a few spine stretches. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, nodding our chin towards our chest. Let's round the spine forward. Take the hands past the heels if you can. Try and flatten the back a little bit at the bottom. We inhale. Exhale, pulling in with the trunk muscles. Let's slowly stack the body back up. Inhale. Exhale again. Nodding our chin towards our chest. We round. Okay, so it seems like a simple movement, but we want to maintain abdominal support throughout. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly stacking up. Okay, 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Keeping the abs in, rounding and rolling. Reaching the hands past the heels. We breathe. Exhale, reverse. Stacking up, maintaining abdominal support throughout. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale. Rounding, folding. Taking the hands past the heels. We breathe. And exhale, reverse. Now we'll stack up tall. 1 more seated exercise here. Let's interlace our fingers behind our head. Some hip flexor work here, so important. Let's lift the left leg up, line it up with your right. Lift the left leg back up, take it to the outside of the mat, and then bring that left leg back in line with your left shoulder. Lift the right foot up, set it in line with the right foot, or the left foot. Lift the leg back up, take it to the outside of the mat. Excuse me. And return, okay? 2 more each leg. Getting that hip flexor to work. We lift the left foot in line with the right. Lift it up, take the leg to the outside of the mat, but keep the body still. Set that leg back down. Okay, right foot in line with the left. Lift the leg up, set it down. Keeping the body absolutely square forward. 1 more for each. Left leg, right foot, left foot, outside of the mat. Set it down, okay? 1 more right. Lift it, reach it, and return. Point the feet, bring the legs together, line the hands up with each other, parallel to the floor, C-curve position for roll-ups. We breathe in, exhale to roll the spine back. Let's take the body back. Keep the legs anchored, heavy on the floor, 1 vertebra at a time onto the mat. Arms reach back up overhead. Inhale, the hands come up, head, neck, and chest lifts. We round the low spine into the floor. We roll up to seat. It's important our legs stay together, getting those inner thighs to work. They help to stabilize the lower body here. We inhale, exhale, rounding, rolling, working each piece of the spine in the mat. Arms overhead. Inhale, the hands come up, head, neck, and chest lifts. Exhaling, up to seated, okay? Pausing, deep breath in, exhale to reverse. Rounding, rolling, working the spine into the mat, arms overhead. Inhale, the hands come up, head, neck, and chest lifts. Exhaling up to seated. Lots of trunk activation here, keeping that curvature at the top. 2 more. Keeping those legs anchored to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, really pulling the spine forward, using those abdominals. Last one, last one. Arms overhead, arms overhead. Inhale, the hands come up, head, neck, and chest lifts. Exhale up to seat, and then just a passive low back stretch. Let's just round the body forward here. We stretch out the hamstrings a bit. And then let's lie all the way down our back. Come on down, rolling each vertebra onto the floor. Recenter yourself if necessary for rollovers. We lift the right leg up tabletop, left leg to match. So shins parallel to the floor to start. Inhale, take your legs out away from you just a little bit, fully straightening the legs. Okay, stack the feet up over the hips, and then exhale, taking the lower body straight up over the upper. Okay, arms are long by our sides, legs parallel to the floor. We inhale, flex the feet, separate, Hinge at the hip joints. Set the feet to the floor. Exhaling to roll the spine down, one piece at a time. Okay, those feet are flexed, and then we point the feet once they cross the midline of the body or the level with the pelvis there. We take the feet back up over the hips. Exhale, peeling up. All right. Inhale, flex, separate, hinge at the hip joints. Take the feet to the floor if you can. Exhale to roll down. Okay, two more. Yes, totally. You should bend your knees. You can pull the knees to your chest and then just roll the body, the spine back down. You can do repetitions there, keeping the knees bent, okay? You can go into the full rollover with knees bent, okay? Separating the legs as you roll down, okay? That's an option if you'd like. We'll do just one more. Inhale, exhaling the feet up over. We inhale, flex, separate, hinge at the hips, toes to the floor. We exhale to roll down. Okay, pointing the feet, circling the legs together. Just hug the knees to your chest and rock the body side to side. Okay, just take your left leg long and then pull your right knee across the midline of the body here. You can set it, if you can, to the floor to your left. Reaching your right arm out to a T, opening the mid spine, getting a good twist here. Okay. And then hug that right knee to your chest. Let's pull the left knee in, take the right leg long. Take the left knee across to the floor on your right. Push into that thigh with the right hand, opening the mid spine to the sky. You can even reach that left arm out to a T here. Breathing in and out. Okay. And let's pull that knee back to our chest and both legs in, one foot at a time to the floor. Let's all roll onto our left side. So on our left side here, you can rest your head on your left arm, all right? You could, if you want to see me, you can flip directions. Still on your left side though, okay? So let's bend our knees so our heels are in line with our tailbone, pulling in with your abdominals. We want some space between our left side and the floor. Hips are stacked, we're neutral. Let's lift that right knee straight up, okay? So the heels stay glued together, the knees touch, and then we lift that right knee back up. So we're focusing our work on that outer right hip, okay? So we get that rotation within that hip joint here. We lift that thigh up, keeping the hips stacked. Nothing else moves, just like our knee dropouts that we were doing on our backs earlier. Same exercise here, but this time we're lifting the thigh up. We're activating that outer right hip, okay? That left glute's actually working a little bit as well. Let's go one more. Knees together. Now pull the knees in line with your hips. So we pull the knees a little closer to us. Let's lift that right leg straight up, leading with that knee. Inhale the knees together. Exhale. Detaching the heels, we lift that thigh up, down, and up. Keeping the pelvis stable, trunk is active, lifting that thigh up and down. We go for 2 and 1. All right, now grab that right ankle with your right foot and slide the left leg long along the floor, okay? So keep the pelvis stable. Let's lift that left leg up, okay? The left leg is long, we're working that left inner thigh. Lifting up, some inner thigh work here, still doing our best to keep our trunk still and stable. Lifting that thigh up, we inhale down, exhale up, inner thigh activity here, and go. Tall in our alignment, we lift, okay? Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1 more. We lift. Set that foot to the down to the floor. Let's Bend our knees and line up our heels with our tailbone. Come on up to that left elbow here. So we're in this modified side plank position, okay? Let's line our left elbow up with our left hand, fingers spread wide, okay? Really pull from that left underside, right arm to a T, thread it between your left elbow, left hip, squaring your shoulders to the floor, opening the spine back up. We return to, okay? Rotating, 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 opening up. Let's go just one more. One more, moving the body around that left arm, back up. Now, reach the arm out to a T, push your knees into the floor, lift up, hold, bend that right elbow, fingertips to the right side of your head. Let's rotate, try and square your chest to the floor again, this time with that added load of the hips lifting. Let's return to center. 3 more. Move the body around that left shoulder. Pull in with your trunk muscles. We stack back up. Last 2. Go, 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 go. And open. 1 more. Rotating, rotating, rotating. Opening back up. Hips to the mat. Find that mermaid, that figure 4-like posture. Let's sit up tall, okay? Sitting up tall here, and then let's tilt our body. You can take the left arm overhead. We can stretch to the right here. So I like to take the left hand over my head with the palm facing the ceiling, stretching that left side out. We can rotate, squaring our shoulders to that right leg, okay? So that left side gets a deep stretch here, okay? We can open the body back up. Let's take that left hand onto the mat by our left side. The fingers can point behind us a bit, so our shoulder is back, okay? Let's push our knees into the floor. We'll take the right hand forward and up. We can drive that right hip forward, eye gaze to that left hand. We can stretch that right hip flexor out, okay? Getting a nice opening here, and then take our hips back down to the mat. We'll switch sides. We can still face the same direction. We'll just flip onto our right side, all right? So resting your head on your right arm, let's bend our knees. Our heels line up with our tailbone here, okay? Pelvis is neutral. Hips are stacked. Let's lift that left knee up, all right? So we have some space, like I said before, between our right side and the mat, okay? The hips are stacked. We lift that thigh up and down, keeping the abs in. We get some external rotation within that hip joint on that left leg. Lift and lower. Inhale, exhale to lift. Inhale down, 3. Let's go for 2. And then 1 more. Lift, really feeling that left glute kick on. Knees together. Pull your knees up so you got them at a tabletop. You got 90 degrees at the knee, 90 degrees at the hip. Let's lift that left leg up, okay? So think of leading with the knee. It's tempting to want to lift the foot up higher than the knee. We want to lift that thigh up first. Okay, so it's subtle. That way we access the glute more than some other muscles we don't necessarily want to work. Bring the knees together and simply just lift for 3. Let's go 2. 1 more. Lift, 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 lift. Bring the knees together. Now slide the right leg long. Reach for that left foot with the left hand. All right. Still tall in our posture. Let's lift the right leg up. So now that right inner thigh gets some work. The foot lifts. It lowers. Inhale. Exhale, okay? Tall in our position, tall in our alignment. We lift the foot up and down. Abs stay in. Pelvis aligned, trunk active, lifting that thigh up, really focusing on that right inner thigh for 3. 2. Last time, lift, 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 lift. Set the foot to the floor. Let's take our heels back together. Come on up to your right elbow. We're back into that glute clam-like position. Hold your posture, lift from your underside here. Left arm to a T, fingers are spread wide. Let's thread that left arm between that right hip, right elbow, and open the body back up. Okay, so get some oblique work here. Think of moving the body around that shoulder, okay? And opening up. Last time, thread through, warming up the spine, squaring our chest to the floor, open the body back up, okay? Bend the left elbow, fingertips to the left side of your head, push the knees into the floor, hips elevated in the side plank position. We rotate, squaring our shoulders to that right arm, open the body back up, okay? 3, moving the body around that shoulder, opening back up, okay? 2 more here, inhale, exhale, pulling in with those trunk muscles, 1 more, 1 more, rotate, rotate, open, up, 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 hips to the mat, come on up into your mermaid posture again, okay? This figure 4, we're tall, we're upright. Let's take that right arm overhead and we side bend to the left, okay? So stretching that right side out, opening there, and you can deepen that bend by squaring your shoulders to that left leg. Using your arms, getting that rotation, okay? Twisting here, deepening that opening. All right, and rotate back. Let's stack back up. We're tall. We're seated up right here. Let's take the right hand, heel of the hand on the mat behind us. The fingers point behind us as well. Let's pike the hips up. Driving that left hip forward. Opening that left hip flexor. Eye gaze to the right hand. Opening that left hip. And lowering the hips back down. Let's finish with some prone work here. So let's make our way onto our stomachs here. All right, facing either direction. We'll start with our hands below our shoulders. All right, legs together. If that feels appropriate, you can separate your hand or your feet about shoulder width distance if you'd like. I like to keep my legs together. We can get some inner thigh activity, which will help support our spine, okay? Pulling in with the abs, we tuck the hips under. This creates length in the low spine, all right? Now, inhale, let's lengthen the head, neck, and chest forward and up. Don't lift from the low back, work from the upper back, okay? It's a small movement. Keep the ribs, the sternum rooted to the mat, lengthening the spine forward and up. Exhale to lower back down. We go again, inhale. Okay, we reverse the breath and back extension. We inhale to move. Okay, we inhale to lengthen, exhale to control it down. Think of creating more and more length in the spine with each repetition. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale back down. Okay, again, inhale, tall, 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 length. Okay, inner thigh activity. Supporting our pelvis and spine. One more time. Inhale, inhale. Okay, and then from here, let's lower halfway, hold halfway. Take the arms, reach them overhead. Okay, so you just felt those shoulder blades kick on, keeping the shoulder blades back and down. Let's lift the feet barely up off the floor. Let's lift the right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Okay, they lift a little higher than the opposite. Okay, in this modified swimming. And when you extend from the thigh, or when you lift that leg up, you use the glute to extend the hip. And switch, quick inhale, exhale, switch, quick inhale, exhale, switch. A lot of trunk work, keep those abs in, keep the body square forward, and switch. We did a lot of flexion, so important to strengthen the body and extension. Extend from the thigh, extend from the arms, lengthen those arms overhead, reach, and reach. Last one, right arm, left leg, and relax everything to the floor. Bend your elbows, let's interlace the fingers just below our forehead here, bend the knees, just take the feet side to side. Okay. And let's bring our hands below our shoulders here. Let's use our arms. Let's lengthen our head, neck, and chest forward and up for a cobra here. You can come up to your height. It's not necessary to go into full extension in the spine. Bending the elbows. We return the spine one vertebra at a time. We'll do a couple more of those. Really think of lengthening the head, neck, and chest. And you can separate your feet. Let's separate our feet about shoulder width distance. It's going to be quite hard to do it with both legs together. Lengthening if you can. And back down. We'll go one more. Work the upper back, the mid back, the low back. The low back can work here a bit. And control it back down. Let's take our elbows, press your elbows into the mat. Lift your hips up, take your hips back towards your heels in this rest position here, forehead to the floor. Hands together, we'll breathe here in this rest position for a moment, loosening up the spine. I like to keep my knees about shoulder width distance. That way I can reach my hips back towards my heels. And we breathe. Okay. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, come on up to hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. We can curl the toes under. Let's lift our hips up into our Pilates up stretch. We can reach our heels back and down towards the floor. We can alternate bending knees. Head weight rests between the elbows, fingers wide, spread wide. Widen our shoulders. And then let's walk our feet to our hands, finding a forward fold position here. You can grab your elbows, getting that forward fold position. Let's take a deep breath in. And then exhale, rooting through our feet. Let's slowly roll the spine up, one piece at a time, stacking the spine up. Roll the shoulders back. Just a couple shoulder circles here. Okay. Taking the shoulders back and around. And we'll finish there for the morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. All right, thank you. All right, thanks for joining, everybody. Have a great day.